What is infrastructure as code? Infrastructure as code is the practice of managing and provisioning your entire IT infrastructure through as code instead of manual process. So there are two types of infrastructure as code approaches. One is declarative approach, where you define the desired end state of your system and the IAC tool configures it for you automatically. And there is another thing, imperative approach. You specify the exact commands and steps that needed to achieve the desired configurations. Now let's go to the simplest explanation. Imagine infrastructure as code as an instruction manual for building a Lego sets. Rather than randomly putting Lego pieces together, now you have step-by-step pictures to be follow exactly same castle everywhere, every time. That's the same way infrastructure as code. If you have written IAC templates, then you can provision same kind of infrastructure in the different accounts and different regions, different availability zone. Terraform is a popular infrastructure as a code IAC tool created by HashiCorp that lets you build, change, and manage cloud and on-premises infrastructure safely and efficiently using code. And what makes this Terraform so special is that it uses declarative approach, meaning you describe what you want your infrastructure to look like. And Terraform figures out how to make it happen. You write a configuration file using HashiCorp configuration language HCL, which is a human readable and easy to understand, just like JSON. And the key advantage is that Terraform is a provider agnostic. It works with virtually any cloud provider, including AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, whatever the cloud, and you can also use it for on-premises and many others using the same language syntax. This means you can manage multi-cloud environment. What is the difference between IAC and CAC? The main difference between configuration as a code CAC and infrastructure as a code IAC lies in what they manage when they operate in technology stack. And infrastructure as a code IAC focuses on provisioning and managing the underlying infrastructure, the foundational computing resources needed to run the application. This includes virtual machines, networks, load balancers, storage systems, cloud resources like AWS EC2 instances, security groups, and firewalls, and so on. And IAC operates at the infrastructure layer and is primarily concerned with creating and managing these base resources before applications are deployed. And coming to the configuration as code, CAC focuses on managing the application settings and software configuration that run top of infrastructure. This includes application configuration files, environmental variables and settings, database connection strings, API endpoints, and services. CAC operates at application layer and manages how software behaves within already provisioned infrastructure. Thank you. HashiCorp configuration language is a toolkit and domain-specific language created by HashiCorp for defining structured configuration files that are both human-readable and machine-friendly. And HCL is designed specifically for DevOps tools and infrastructure management, serving as a primary configuration language for HashiCorp products like Terraform, Vault, Packer, and Nomad. The official definition describes it as a toolkit for creating structured configuration language that is both readable for humans and mission friendly for using with the command line tools. Thank you very much for watching. Providers in Terraform are plugins that act as interfaces between Terraform and external services or platforms, enabling Terraform to manage infrastructure resources across different cloud platforms and services. Providers serve as translators that allow Terraform to communicate with various APIs and platforms. They encapsulate all the logic needed to authenticate, create, update, and delete resources in a specific target environments. Without providers, Terraform cannot manage any infrastructure resources. Think of providers as specialized drivers, just like printer needs specific drivers to work with your computer. Terraform needs specific providers to work with different cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. And how does this work? API communication enables Terraform to create and manage resources on cloud platforms through their APIs. Each provider